Okay, welcome to Shability Uganda e-learning. My name is Nelson Bitsamba. This is my telephone number and this is our email, elearning@shability.net. Okay, so in this lesson, we want to handle more of our topic of comparing these fractions. So we looked at examples. How can we compare the methods that we always use. So we came out to an activity that we want to test out our understanding. So let's just move direct to the activity that we have to start doing. So this is our activity, and this is how they always ask, or this is how they always trick us on comparing fractions. Okay, this is how they always ask. So they tell you to either use, then they give you the symbol, greater, less than, or equal to. They say use it correctly. So that means in this they want us to find out, first compare out which one is greater than another, which one is less than another, which one is equal to another. So we shall be looking at this couple of methods of how we can compare and exactly see that this one is greater or this one is small or they are equal. Okay, so let's let me get a pen here. Let me get a pen here for some good clarification. Okay, I'm going to use this good car of mine. Hope everyone will be able to see it. So we are saying we want to start out our numbers. We want to ensure that at least we should be able to understand and complete all. So we have our part A here, and our part A we are having a fraction which is 1 out of 4 and 1 out of 2. So we want to look out how we can best answer this and know that this one is bigger or this one is smaller. How can we best do that? One, we said we can use the LCM of the denominator. Okay, so we have our denominator as 4 and 2. So we can look at the LCM. So the LCM of this is going to be what? Someone with an answer? We shall be having our 8. Or we can use a factor that can divide 4 and a 2. Which factor? You can use a 4. Or, okay, let me write it for you here. Or get a factor to divide 4 and 2. So using 4. We are using what? We are going to use 4. So when we use our 4 here, that simply means we shall now bring our fraction, which is 1 out of 4 times 4. We shall be able to get by 4 1 by 4 1. So our answer is going to be 1 here, because 1 times 1 is 1. Then we also use another factor, which is another fraction, which is 1 out of 2. Then we say by 4. By 4 what? I mean by 2 1 by 2 2. So our answer here is going to be equal to 2. Okay, so if we also use this, we can also get the same answer. Let's use it. 1 out of 4 times our 8. We shall still get here by 4 1 by 4 2. Okay, so this simply means you are going to get our answer here as 2. 1 out of 2 times 8 by 2 1 by 2 4. So So when we see here, we have answer is going to be 4. So now still here we can still compare and see which one is what, which one is bigger than another one, which one is smaller than another one. So this simply means our 1 out of 4 is smaller, then 1 out of 2 is bigger. So how do we write now the simples? We named these simples that when you arrange your simple like this simply means the side which is this side is greater. Okay, when you put your simple like this, the side which is this side is what is the less side. So we want to show now that our 1 out of 4 is less than 1 out of 2. So how can we write it? We shall just come and write it and say our 1 out of 4 is less. Okay, 1 out of 4 is less than 1 out of 2. Okay, so we also come to another one which is our part B. Part B, we have 5 out of 6. Then we also have what? 7 out of 12. Okay, so we want to get out the common factor which can divide these numbers. We can use our common factor, which is what? Which is a 12. So here we say 5 out of 6 times what? Times 12. Our answer is what? By 6 1, by 6 2. So here we shall get 10. Okay. Then also here we get another factor, which is when you say 7 out of 12 times 12. Shall say by 12 1, by 12 1. So we shall get our what? Our number here as what? 7. Here we got 10, here is 7. So which one is bigger than another one? So we can say our 10 and our 7. Say 5 out of 6 is greater than 7 out of 12. Okay? It's greater than what? 7 out of 12. So we are saying our 5 out of 6 is greater than 7. So this can be done outside your work. This can be done outside your what? Outside your work, such that you cannot overcrowd your workspace. Okay, so let's also look at another number. Let's look at our part C. Our part C is 1 out of 4. Our part C is here, 1 out of 4, then 1 out of 6. So we are now solving our part C. Part C is what? 1 out of 4, then 1 out of what? 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6. So let's look out for a factor that can divide a 6 and a 4. Which factor is that? Okay, let's just get the LCM. We shall get 4 times 6, which is 24. 24. So we say 1 out of 4 times 24. Then 1 out of 6 times 24. Let's get answers here. We say 24 divided by 4. Our answer is going to be 6. 24 divided by 6. Our answer is going to be 4. So our 1 out of 4 is greater than 1 out of 6. Okay, so then here we can come and write this one is greater than 1 out of 6. And then also come to our part D. Part D, our D is equal to, what do we have in our D? We have 2 out of 3 and 5 out of 6. Okay, 5 out of what? 5 out of 6. Let's come here and use our what? And use our factors. So what is 3 times what? 3 times 6, we get 18. So now we are going to say LCM is going to be equal to 18. Then we say our 2 out of 3 times 18. Then our 5 out of 6 times 18. So when you divide 3 by 3, you get 1. Here we get 6. Is that right? 18 divided by 3, you get 6, because 3 times 6 we get 18. Okay? So now here we are going to get our answer as 12. 2 times 6, that is 12. Then by 6, 1, by 6, 3. Then here we are going to get our 15, because 5 times 3 is 15. So this simply means our 5 out of 6 is greater than 2 out of 3. 5 out of 6 is greater than, 5 out of 6. So this one is going to be greater. That's how we write our what? Our symbol for greater than. Let's also solve out this and we see how we get our answer. See how we get our answer. So let's also solve out our part E. Our part E is what? Is 1 out of 6, 1 out of 6, and 2 out of 8. Is that true? Is that true? 1 out of 6, 2 out of 8. So that is our what? Our part E. So we want to look out for a number which can divide this. What is 6 times 8? Okay, let's use out our number here. Let's use our using LCM being equal to 48. So here I shall have 6 times 48. Okay, 6 times 48. What is 6 times 48? Okay. We have our 6 by 6 1. 48 divided by 6. Here we shall be able to get our 8. Okay, so this simply means here we have 1 times 8. We shall come up with 8. We also come and calculate our 2 out of 8 times 40 what? 48. By 8 1 by 8 we shall get 6. Okay, so this simply means that 2 times 6 we shall get our 12. So this simply means that our 2 out of 8 is greater than 1 out of 6. 2 out of 8 is greater than 1 out of 6. Okay, so this one is greater than this. Let's complete out with our last numbers, 5 out of 12 and 7 out of 8. Okay, we are going to have these other numbers. Other numbers we have, it was 5 out of 12 and 7 out of 8. Is that right? 5 out of 12 and 7 out of 8. So let's look out for the number that can divide 12 and 8. Just get our what? Our 12 times 8, shall get that number. Okay, so when you say 12 times 8, we get 96. So we are now going to use our 96 as our common multiple, the LCM. By 12 times 96, here by 12 1, by 12 1, so this is going to be 8. Okay, so when you say 8 times 5, okay, 8 times 5, you're going to say 5 times 8. What is our answer here? This is going to be 40. Okay, then we say 7 out of what? Out of 8 times our 96. By 8 1, 12. So we shall say our 12 times our 7. Okay, so we say 7, so we got 7 times 12. Our answer here is going to be what? 84. So this simply means our 7 out of 8 is greater than 5 out of 12. We write it here. This is greater than that. So we are now remaining the one which is our 0.04 and 0.2. Okay, this was our part what? This was our part F, and this is going to be our part G, which is 0.4 and 0.2. So let's compare which one is bigger or smaller than another. When you have these decimals numbers, 0.4, this is going to be the same as 0.4 out of 10. Why do we say out of 10? We get our point here, we put a 1, then the remaining becomes 0. So this is the same as 4 out of what? Out of 10. Then we also get our 0.2, which is also going to be equal to 0.2 out of 10, which is also going to be 2 out of 10. Here you just see things are just moving, okay? 4 out of 10, which one is bigger than that one? We have 4 out of 10 and 2 out of, so our 4 out of 10 totally becomes the bigger, becomes the biggest. So is the greatest. So we shall say our 0.4 is greater. So for here, we shall have got our answers as what? All our answers correct. So you can use that method when they ask you to arrange or to compare which one is bigger, or when they tell you to use these symbols. Okay, so our topic of comparing these fractions has come to an end. We shall now be able to get another topic which is following this, still of the same as far as fractions are concerned. Then we shall be now able to deal each and every number concerning what we call fractions. Please be able to check out on our playlist, because we are building a lesson by lesson for you to understand. And also subscribe. Every time we drop out a lesson, you can be able to, can be the first to view it, and we move on the same page. Stay blessed. Nice moment.